Okay, this is the third time I've tried to do this, just to explain everything. So let's say you've downloaded the AT launcher and you've gone through all the dramas of getting the bloody thing up and running, and I cannot believe I've done this. Hang on. There you go. Right. The cursor moving off the screen was me resetting my timer for the 12-minute thing. But you can see here that I've got the AT launcher running, and you can see here you've got a new instance and you've got create server. Now, if I scroll up and down, yeah, whatever. Now, the thing is that this is 3.2.1.6. I believe there's a new version of, by the time you watch it, there's almost certainly going to be a new version. It's just ridiculous trying to keep up. But the key point is I'm in packs. When I call create server, now you'll see here, when I downloaded the atlauncher.app, it put it in the downloads folder. If I go in there, there's contents, and if I go in there, there's resources, and if I go in there, there's Java, and if I go in there, there's servers, and what you'll find is that. Okay, just that bit. You won't have this bit. That's the part that you. Uh, I'll show it. I'll show it. It's easiest just to show it. So if I say create server, if I can click the mouse button. So you can see they've already updated it to 293, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to specifically go for this one, specifically to illustrate the point. And I click the install, and you've got all these required mods. I've actually got a web page which covers all of these, but we'll get to it. And then there's this select recommended. So if I click select recommended, you see you get all these extra ones, right? It's not very many. You can't resize the window, which is a bit bloody annoying. This is the one, Mistcraft. You know it, you love it, you know it, you love it. You've got to have that, because if you don't have that, you don't have any bloody linked books. And if you can't do that, then it's a pain in the ass to try and get back and forth to the nether. So yeah, you click that one. Now there's I've got explanations, well, pseudo explanations for all the other mods. Yeah, you don't need all of these, but morph kind of cool, but who the hell cares? So you can morph into a giraffe or a creeper or whatever. Some people like it. I don't basically give two hoots. You can put it in you want. You definitely need these two. Ex nihilo. Trying to remember my Latin from the 60s. Yeah. No. Yeah. You want to. Um, I'm not even going to go into there. Right. OpenEye. Now you'll notice sometimes when you start up the server and you actually go in, you'll see this little kind of like little blinking eye, the eye of Sauron staring back at you. That's just basically these guys to be able to track errors. I've never quite figured out why you would need this, because without having to use something like GameFox or whatever, it would, I don't know. I don't know. But you definitely need that. You definitely need that. You can add this. You can add these if you want, whatever. And then you click install. And it takes... this is an understatement. It may take a while. This is an understatement. A total understatement. And I have to tell you, I'm going to cut a chunk out of this video because it takes forever, depending on your internet connection. As it happens, what you can't see off screen is that, oh, look at that, that's actually happened quite, oh, for fuck's sake, that's actually, now, that's actually happened quite quicker than I expected, and I suspect it's because I've gone through this process about 16 bloody times. Whatever. So you can see, there you go. And look, there it is. There it is. It's created the server. There it is, right? Now, normally this takes a long time, and it depends because I've got a shed load of stuff going on in the background. Rsyncs, I've got Drobos, I've got Synologies, I've got a ton of stuff going on in the background. So suffice it to say, this is where it'll get displayed. So there you go. You created a server. You've actually created a server. It's only running on your local Mac with this wonderful little fox. Come on, got to see his face again. Isn't he cool? I actually had a co-worker said, "Is that a cat? What colour is the sky in your world?" Where would anybody ever think that that was a cat? Anyway, whatever. So you can see it's created this folder. So if we cd into it and we actually have a look, you can see it's got everything necessary to start it. Now if you're on Windows, you'll use that thing. If you're on any kind of Unix based box, you'll use that thing. But you can see it's got everything necessary to go. So what's in that? Let's have a look. And it says start up with XMX 2 gig. You can put an XMS. It's setting the max perm size to 256, and then it's running that jar, which basically boots the entire system. It's as simple as that. Don't worry about all this crap. I'm getting to it. And yeah, whatever. So there you go. You can actually run the server at this point. There's absolutely nothing wrong with starting it up at this point. And to prove my point, if I just literally ding, yes, I've got my ding set really high. If I do that, I'll just expand this out a bit so you can actually see it. There we go. See, it's running. It's running it up. There you go. Well, simple as that. So now you've got it running on your server. I'm going to try and do magic, and you'll see bugs. Well, in that case it isn't a bug, it just means there's no server properties, which I'll explain in a separate episode. But yeah, there you go, it's running. So now if you you'll get these ones, class not found, because they're all written this bugs, whatever. So it's all going to run up. Now what this will mean is that when you actually go, when that's finally finished, and it will take a while, if I now go to instances and click play, I will find this server running on localhost, which is either 0.0.0.0 colon and then the port number, which I'll explain in a minute, or 127.0.0.0 blah, too many zeros, .1, which is localhost. So it's now running on localhost. So now there's this point when it just sits for quite some time, and if I don't bloody want to update. And oh god, seriously, you've died? I don't bloody believe this. Hang on. I'm just going to move this down here. So there you go. So you can see this is a completely new server, so it started up a completely new world, and it takes a bit of time to get everything functional. And you can see this one is actually starting up the client, which is this thing here. Oops, didn't quite mean to do that. So this is the server, this is the client, that's the server. Now it will start naturally on port 25565. So that's how you talk to your local machine. Now when that finally finishes faffing around, This will actually give you the actual normal input and allow you to actually connect to your local server, as opposed to running a local instance which is got nothing to do with being a server. Okay, so I just need to explain that and you can see there's a million errors, which is why they keep upgrading the AT launcher and keep upgrading the mod packs, and that's why all that's happening. Because look at these stack traces. Oh, I can't because they're going past too fast. Look, conflict, whatever. It's just overwriting item, whatever. So it's the server is waiting patiently for the client to actually catch up. So this is the AT launcher trying to get everything set up to actually talk to this server, which I've actually created here. It's that easy. See, it's still going. Oh look, oh, is this Stormcraft I see? Anyway, whatever. So eventually, blah blah blah, severe. Well, all of that presumably they'll fix as they go along, and eventually you'll see, hey, look at that. So I got multiplayer, and I don't have my local machine, so I'm going to actually, oh Lord, oh God, 127.0.0.1 25565 join server. You gonna join? Yeah, you see, there you go. Give me Scott. I've joined the server, and I'll end up some bloody place out in the middle of nowhere. And there's a I got sheep. Got sheep, and there I am. Look, there you go. Oh, flippin' heck. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I'm gonna try and have to. What the hell? That I'm stuck, obviously, and for some reason. Oh, what a place to get stuck. Seriously, what a place to get stuck. So there you are. That's it. I'll just dig my way out of this hole. Well, there it is. There's your sheep. What the hell? Hello. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Obviously, some minor issue, so I'm going to disconnect. It's probably because I'm recording, right? So you can see unloading player. There you go. That's it. You've created a server and you've connected to it. Scanning for games. It should actually find this one because it's on the same machine, but it doesn't. It shows my 2924 service, which is running on a completely separate server, and you can see there's no users on it at the moment because that's the one that I normally do all my work on. But yeah, sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't, whatever. Sometimes you have to do direct connect, whatever. So yeah, that's it. Quick game. And guess what? We're back here. Instances. Play. So that's kind of about it. That's how you configure up a server. And if I Control C out of here, you'll see it's saving the world and da 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 da. And this is where I am. Users Kimbo, and there it is, 2924 RR yogs. And you'll notice server properties, server log, ops.txt, whitelist.txt, all of this will be covered. And yeah, that's the end of this session. So I'll explain those files and what to do next and whatnot. We go along. Okay, bye.